Hey guys, welcome back to my show. Um, Today we're not going to be talking about movies, TV shows. I might talk about this cigar. It's a good one. Good factory smoke, on this long, stressful week. Um, I'm actually I'm making this video because I want to I want to express the importance of expression, and why it's so important. And this, I am not happy about the Charlie Kirk assassination at all. And I don't know why this is. I'm not a people pleaser, but I like to keep people happy, and I like people being on my side. I will say that. But I am not happy with what happened. And you know what? I'm going to full blown admit, and a lot of my friends don't know this, and I don't know why I keep it a secret. I just don't. I voted for Trump 3 times. 3 times I voted for him. Back in 2016, again back in 2020, and then again in 2024. I voted for him 3 times. I did. And I just agreed with a lot of what he was saying. I did. I agreed with a lot of it. And like to call him a fascist, and like to call his supporters a fascist, it's crazy to me. I have a lot of friends. I have a ton of friends, black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, all of them. And I love them. I love every single one of them. There's not a darn thing I would not do for them. One of my best friends. He's 20 years older than me. He's a Puerto Rican man, and my God, if there is no better human being in my life other than that man. I'm not going to mention any names, but if you're watching this, you know who you are. You got me this microphone, and you are just the person I admire. You tell me I inspire you. Well, brother, you inspire me too. I need you to know that. I have another friend. And this is ultimately why I'm making this video. And this is like, I only felt in my entire life I had two emotions, either anger or incredibly happy. When it came to expressing sadness or love or anything like that, I always kind of saw that as weak. And I have a friend who, she is just the best human being. Top 3 of my life. One of the greatest people I know, and she's going through a tough time right now as well. And I will tell you this: she and I, we talk a lot. And I don't know how she did it. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell she even managed to get this out of me. But I expressed things to her that I never expressed to anyone, and it's not like a lovey-lovey thing. It's more of just like she gave me a place of comfort, and I was able to talk to her about things that bothered me in my past, things that made me sad in my past, and I was always, growing up, I was always told, be a man, and I still condone, I don't want to say condone that, but I still will be a man about most things. I will handle it like a man. But I was very bad at expressing sadness and love. And that is what I want this video to be about. I just admitted to you that I voted for Donald Trump 3 times. I did. But I still love all of you. I to call the people who voted for him a fascist, it's like, what? If we really were, what the hell? It'd be a horrible place to live. That's what makes America awesome, is that we can. I like the diversity. I like the different colors. I like that the world is colorful. I love blacks. I love whites. I love Hispanics. I like all of you. There's nothing wrong with all of you, any of you. Your beliefs are one thing, whatever. I don't like killing. I hate killing. I think it's stupid. I think it's, excuse me, I think it's inhumane what happened to Kirk because of what he said, all he spoke about. This is me speaking out now. This is me telling you how I feel about you. And I love you guys. I really do. I have Facebook. I have Instagram. I see what my friends post. And there are times when I want to comment and say, bro, or hey, what are you talking about? Dude, chill. I don't, though. I don't. Because I love you guys, and I want you guys to have your opinions. I want you to, share whatever you want, say whatever you want. That's the point. And like I said, I'm gonna go back to my friend. I remember, and he'll probably remember this, and I never really addressed it to him. I never talked to him about it, but he would mention in the past that he did not like Donald Trump, and I never corrected him. I never said, how dare you? I never said, yo, we can't be friends now because you said that. I just I just switched the conversation because my friendship with him was so much more important than his political views versus mine. You like that's what it's this is America. That's what I feel like America was supposed to be. What is this? I don't even know. Like I love America, but I honestly don't want to live here now. Like I mean, anybody who knows me knows I have the desire to live in the middle of nowhere, far away from everyone, on a big plot of land with a lot of dogs and animals, and maybe my wife one day, if I ever have one, which we'll see what happens. I mean, I am not a I am a single guy, which is fine, and I have a business to run. I like what I do. I love to work. I love contributing to my society. I love all that, and I just haven't found the right one yet. It'll happen, maybe. I don't know. But like I said, if my wife is in the picture, yes, that's even better. That is even better to add to my dreams. But like, I love America. I love everything it stands for. I love the Democrats. I love the Republicans. I am very Republican, but I will never hate them. I'm a big Philadelphia Eagles fan. I love the Philadelphia Eagles. Huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. I do not like the Dallas Cowboys. But I don't hate any of them. I don't hate their team. I don't hate their fan base. My uncle that introduced cigars to me is a huge Cowboys fan. And I cannot wait to see him on Friday when I fly up to Pennsylvania for his wedding. And I will shake that man's hand out of love and respect, despite how he feels about that team, political, whatever. I don't even know where he is politically. I'm assuming we're going to be talking about that, maybe, whatever. But my God, that is the America. We are not meant to hate each other. We are the same flippin' species, for crying out loud. Like lions fight over food, and that's it. They get over it. Whatever. But like they don't have intelligence like we do. We have intelligence, and we are destroying ourselves. We are so divided. Why? Over what? Like I mean, shit. Political stuff, red, white, and blue. I mean, my God, is politics the problem? Maybe I don't even know. I don't know. I don't even care. All I know is I don't want to hate anyone. I don't want a civil war. I want a big unity. I want us all to just be one team, be together. Here, I went to this. I went to this Charlie Kirk thing last night. I did. I called. My mom called me. She's like, "Are you actually going to go?" I said, "I don't know." And she says, she's like, "You probably would have fun." And as soon as she said that, I hung up and I got dressed and I went. And you know what I saw? It was beautiful. We all stood under a half-mast flag, the biggest flag in Claremont, I think. It's pretty big. It's a big flag. A lot of tears, a lot of singing, a lot of candles, a lot of just happiness and just strength out of that. It was awesome. And the one thing, like nobody worried about anyone ruining it. We all knew why we were there. Despite how you felt about Charlie Kirk, I I will admit there were certain things I disagreed with him on. I am still to the right. I am still a Republican. I'm a conservative. Whatever. I can see past all of the political views of most of my friends and people I don't even know, and I can determine whether they are good or not. My friends who are Democrat or liberal, the fact that I call you friend, I see you as good. I only want to see you as good. That's it. I want you to see me as good. I don't ever want you to think I am a Nazi or a fascist. Never. I can't stand that stuff. I can't believe it even happened. Like the fact that that even like was historically happening drives me nuts. Like how? How can like a man like Hitler pull that off? That is disgusting. And to compare Donald Trump to him, that's like that's like comparing an eagle to a flea. It's not the same. Sure, Donald Trump has a big mouth and he speaks his mind. And, he's very, I don't want to say vulgar, but he doesn't hold back what he's thinking. I can get on top of that. I can respect that. I don't always agree with how Donald Trump handles things. Yes, I can agree with you. He can be obnoxious sometimes. He is, but I voted for him because I thought he was the better candidate all three times I voted for him. And just off of the results of how the economy is figured out and everything like that. But even voting for him benefits the Democrats too. Like, I love the idea of having more money in my pocket. Who doesn't? My God, like, I just we just live in a weird world, and I just want you all to know, like, if the shoe was on the other foot, if a Democrat was assassinated, I wouldn't be cheering. I would really want to sit down and talk to the Republican Party and say, what the hell was that? Just like some of the Democratic Party is doing to their own, party itself. Some of them are truly do not agree with what happened to Charlie Kirk. What happened to him was terrible. That happening to anyone is terrible. This is me voicing my opinion to you and all my friends and anybody who doesn't like me, anybody like whatever. Do I deserve to be killed? I hope not. I don't think I did anything in my life. Like, I don't think I've done enough in my life to really deserve any form of hate like that. And I really doubt that Charlie Kirk did either. All he did was sit down and talk. The only difference is no one's in front of me talking back. I'm talking to a camera or my cell phone through a microphone, just expressing how I feel. And I will admit, I was angry when I found out that he was assassinated. I was furious when I found out he didn't make it. I was even more furious that it took 2 days to catch the killer. And when they caught the killer, that's when I felt sad. Like, I didn't need to be angry now. Justice will come to him. I don't have to be the one to bring Charlie Kirk justice. I don't want to. It's just, this world is sad. America is sad. Just think of the word love, happiness. Imagine a world where we all didn't see color, or just hating someone for their skin color, or imagine like religion was just like that's a cool way of living. That's a great religion. This is my religion. It's like sharing my football team with somebody else's or sharing music. I am a huge heavy metal fan. I will admit, I was upset when Ozzy Osbourne passed away. I'm a huge wrestling fan. I love wrestling too. Like, I don't watch it nearly as much as I used to as a kid. But Hulk Hogan, I remember Hulk Hogan. I remember him when Vince McMahon fired him and he came back briefly as Mr. America. And everybody, and it was just, it's cool to me. Like I said, that was childhood, and I was upset when both of those were lost. But Charlie Kirk hit me different. He was killed out of hate. Ozzy Osbourne died surrounded by love. Hulk Hogan, I loved Hulk Hogan. I know he died of something kind of like he had like a heart attack or a cardiac arrest, something like that. I don't remember. I know I'm probably wrong. But we all mourn that. Charlie Kirk was assassinated, which means killed, murdered, for speaking a different whatever. Just being politically different than most. Talking about God. I am not the most religious person. I prefer sleeping in than going to church on Sunday. I don't say grace when I eat my dinner. But, like, God is a good thing. Whether you follow it or not, whether it's your personality, whether you read the Bible, I will not bash someone who loves God. And even if I was an atheist, do whatever makes you happy. Seriously. Whatever makes you happy. Most people I know who follow God are very good people. And I'm not the most religious person, and like I said, I question the belief of God all the damn time. Like, I just have a hard time believing that someone is truly watching over all of us, especially with how the world is. It's chaotic, it's crazy. But I'm going to tell you this. God, I believe, truly saved my parents. I truly believe that. My brother and my sister, I will not speak ill of them, but we are not in good terms right now. And you know what? I know who I am. I am very stubborn. And I'm going to keep it that way. Because I do not like when people talk bad about my parents, even if their parents are the same as mine. Mom, Dad, I love you guys. And I am so happy that you found God. You have no idea how happy that makes me. I love that you postponed breakfast on Sundays because of you wanting to go to church. And you asked me, will you come after? Yeah. Go to church. I don't because I just don't want to, and that's okay. I am so happy that you guys do go to church, and I know this is helping you. I know it. And that makes me happy. I don't express it because I'm not good at really expressing, love and that. And I'm working on it. I know it. But God, man, that's so good. I love watching my parents smile. It's like I'm their kid. I love that. It makes them so happy. God is a good thing. I'm not, and again, this is not making me want to go to church more. This doesn't mean like, oh my God, I'm going to be preaching the gospel. I'm not going to be doing that. I don't have to. But dang, man, don't call God bad. Don't ever. And and like I said, some of the Bible stuff is creepy. I get it. Like, like the flooding and Noah and stuff. Like some of it is kind of like, oh God, the sound of going to hell and burning for eternity sounds terrible. But don't bash the religion. Don't bash my political party. I don't bash yours. I just don't agree with it half the time. All the time I don't. I love you guys. I don't care what your party is. I don't even care what your religion is. You are awesome in your own way. Own that part of you. I was always taught if you don't have something good to say, don't say it at all. And I held off on making this video because 3 days ago, this video would have been a lot more angry and a lot more hateful. And I don't. And I will not be that. I will not be a hateful person. I have hated everything my entire life. Most things. And I've been quick to just dismiss it. Because I always felt love and sadness was weak and pathetic. I could never in my life have been more wrong. It's the best thing in the world to express your feelings in a positive way. I am a strong person. Mentally, I want to say even physically, emotionally, I'd even say so as well. Because I decided to suppress the emotions that made me not strong. But God, man, how wrong was I? It was the wrongest I've ever been. And I had the friend I was telling you about, she showed me that. I don't even think she realized how much she showed me that. And she's so funny. She's so good. Like she's always asking me like, how do I be more like you? How do I become more like stoic and how do I put a rock around my heart? Like, how do I, like, she went through a bad breakup last year and I don't want to spit her business, but like, I was there for her and watching her struggle bothered the fuck out of me, man. And I don't think I expressed that to her enough. I decided to be strong around her instead. And I listened to her. And I kept listening. And she lives like 2 hours from here, but like from where I live. But like, when I did not want to go home until I knew she was okay. And I left and I drove home and all I could think about was, did I do enough for her? And I'm going to say something too. Like, I don't even think she and I agree politically. I doubt it. I don't think we do. But damn, there is nothing I would not do for her. Nothing. She could call me at 2 a.m, wake me up from the nicest, best dream, nice sleep, whatever. And she says, Dan, I need you. I'm already in my truck or my car, my motorcycle for even. I don't even care. I'll find a way to her and then I will see what the problem is. Because that's how much I love her. Same with my friend. My buddy, I've helped him with so much. And I don't even think he realizes how much he's helped me. And you know what? I'll even go as far as this. I got a tattoo the other day. It's I love the Doom games, and the Doom symbol. I'll put it on the screen. The symbol stands, like, to sum it up in a small version, it means evil beware. I got this tattoo on Tuesday. The man who gave me this tattoo, I know, is a Democrat. I have him on social media. I have him on Facebook. But I support him. I love the guy. He is one of the most interesting people I know. I love conspiracy theories. I love it. He can keep up with the conversation. He is fun to talk to. He's fun to be around. He is a good guy, and I will always support him and his business. He's a tattoo artist. We used to work together, cleaning pools together. I love him. I love the guy, despite what he believes in, though. I don't agree with his beliefs in political stuff. But darn it, I still went to his tattoo shop and asked him to give me a tattoo because I want him to succeed in life. Because I know he is good. He is a good man. And he deserves my business. He deserves a lot of business. He is a good man. Despite his beliefs in political stuff, despite my own. He is good. Are you good? Are you really good? Condoning or, supporting the assassination of a man, a father, a lover of God, a husband, you know. I don't like Joe Biden. I really don't like Kamala Harris. But I would never want that for them. No one deserves that. No. It's a sick world we live in. Really sad. I just want everyone to be good. Why can't we be friends? Everybody knows that song. I want us all to just get along and be friends. I want to love all of you. I want to disagree with you and still love you. I do disagree with a lot of you. And I just want you to know that I am here for you. I make videos for everyone, not just conservatives, not just Democrats. I make videos for everyone. I smoke cigars because they make me happy. I smoke cigars because, like I said, running a business is stressful. And, I deal with some stupid people. I deal with some stupid customers. And, if you're one of my customers, I hope you don't think I'm talking about you. But, some of the complaints I deal with are kind of dumb. But despite all that, this is the one thing that kind of calms me down. Truly. I have conservative friends, too, and they're all angry. And they know how I feel. They know how I felt. And that's not good. I did, 3 days ago, hate. And I was pissed and super angry. But it's pointless. It was all pointless. All it did was elevate my blood pressure. All it did was want to make me drink. I didn't even want to go to work. I didn't even want to leave my house. I was just angry. It was almost like the worst breakup ever. And I never even met the guy. And I didn't even meet Charlie Kirk. But I remember the first time I watched him, though, I immediately was like, dude, this guy's cool. What a cool guy. And you know why? Because he stood up for what he believed in. I stand up for what I believe in. I don't like rap music. I don't bash rap music. And you know what? Even if I hated rap music, I just wouldn't listen to it. I don't even like country music. Like, I don't know, like finding my tractor sexy type stuff. I just think a lot of country's silly. And I'm going to probably get hit for that. Whatever. I think a lot of rap is vulgar. I think honestly a lot of heavy metal is gross too. But I love heavy metal music. I still love it. It's my favorite genre. But there's a lot of heavy metal songs that I think are just disgusting. Like, ew. Like, why would you write about this? The hell? It's okay to have an opinion, guys. It's okay to feel how you feel. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel happy. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel it, and what I feel like I'm telling myself this. It's okay to feel love. I'm going to start allowing love in my life now. More than I usually allow it. I will admit, I talk a lot of shit. I am that guy. I've talked shit. I have talked shit about my friends. I have talked shit about my parents, my family. I did. And I'm admitting it. I have. And the only reason why I talk shit about them is because I know what they are capable of. And when I don't see it, it frustrates me. My parents are capable of anything. My brother, even my sister, despite me not really wanting to hang and talk to them and really don't care if the relationship is fixed, I still love them. I do not agree with the treatment of them with my parents and me, and I hope they are well because I love them. I don't want to hate them. I don't want to be angry with them. I don't want them necessarily in my life right now because I don't have that energy anymore. I don't want that energy anymore. And you know what? The one thing I will say, and I think this is why the Charlie Kirk assassination impacted me so much. I think this is what he was. I think this is how he felt. He had an opinion, but I think he loved the debating. I think he loved the spreading his word, and he could. And I think he loved that people disagree with him. He wouldn't have a job if people didn't disagree with him. But unfortunately, he doesn't have a life now because people disagree with him. Let that sink in. That's sad. That's like me getting shot because I love the Eagles. Because I love Godzilla. I'm Team Godzilla, not Team Kong. Shoot me. I love heavy metal. I don't like rap and country music. Shoot me. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Even the people gloating his death, I don't want to hate you. I full heartedly disagree that you are doing what you are doing, gloating. But I don't hate you. Don't even know you. I don't even know who you are. And like I said, just because my first impression of you is hating him, that does put a sour taste in my mouth. But you have to know that something like that isn't good. It can't be good. And then, if you are disagreeing with what I just said there, then maybe there is something truly wrong with you. Because killing somebody else is not good. You're probably the furthest away from God, which I will just have to say is not good. I'm not the closest to God either. But my first thought of action is not to go out and kill somebody because I disagree. I love all of you. I just want everyone to be happy. Imagine a world, the united world of the world, not just the United States, the world united. The world loves because we're all the same species. We all bleed red. We're all structurally built the same, male, female. We're all the same. Like I have no idea what color my heart is. I don't know what color my stomach is. I don't know what color, my fucking ribs are, my lungs. I don't even know. But your skin is your biggest organ. It just so happens to be a different color than someone else's. Imagine hating someone for their biggest organ. It sounds weird. It just sounds stupid. The color of their biggest organ, which is the skin. I know there's going to be some fucking weird, sexual comment coming up. Like, that's not my biggest organ. Whatever. Give me a break. I'm trying to be kind of serious. I'm also trying to be friendly. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be all that. But I just think that's stupid. I have black friends and I love them. I have Mexican friends. I love them. Their character is what I love about them. Not their skin, not their past. I don't care what they went through. What are they doing now? What are they doing now? Who are they right now? They can tell me their darkest past. They can tell me that they were a scumbag. They can tell me that they were abused or, they did harm to someone. They did drugs. They did this. They did that. They could tell me the darkest parts about themselves. But who are they now? They are good. They grew. And I love that. I wouldn't care if they were red, pink, purple. I wouldn't care if they were in, I don't care what color you are. If you're a good person and your morals are good and I get along with you and you get along with me and we can hug and just be friendly toward each other, you are a brother to me. You could be any color you want and disagree with me politically. I would love to still be your brother or sister. I see a lot of conservative YouTube channels and I understand their rage and their malice and everything about it. I was there 3 days ago. But I needed a different approach to this. And I didn't want it to be siding with hate. I am not asking any of you to change. Don't be who you are. I'm just letting you know that I will not change. I am good. And I will love you. Because loving feels kind of good. No, it really feels good. And I don't hate any of you anymore. Despite, even if you did something to me in my past, despite you even hurting my family, my friends, I don't hate you. But, if you're on that list anyway, if I did hate you in the past, I would prefer not to be around you. But I don't hate you. I've hated you long enough. Hate is never the way. Hate is the way for a miserable life. You know how black and white and gray my life has been? Forever? And I never told anyone about it because I didn't know how to. This is me admitting it. I like color. I like that my life is no longer black and white. I love that I'm expressing more than I ever expressed in my life. I held back way too much. And this video could go on forever if I really wanted to spit my trauma and everything I would like to share. But then, who cares? Whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. That's not who I am anymore. This is me now. I am a good person. I am not a fascist. I am not a Nazi. I am not a racist human being. I'm just a bald guy that runs a technician company who likes to smoke cigars and likes to have fun and cool. But I will not fall under a category of hate. I will not be categorized as a Nazi or fascist or anything like that because of what I voted for and what I believe in. God, if Nazis were still real, my God, you have no idea. Like, those people were nuts. They didn't even give you a chance. They didn't give the Jews a chance in World War II. They didn't give a chance of anything. Jews didn't have a debate. They just took them out. We are not the same. Not even close. I feel we're in a more reasonable society. We should be in a more reasonable society. But based solely off the Charlie Kirk assassination, I don't know if reasonable is even the word anymore. Just screwed up. And personally, I really, truly hope that changes. And even though Charlie Kirk is gone, he's not gone. His body might not be here, but his spirit will live on forever, as it should. And you have every right to disagree with everything he stood for. Go ahead. Please disagree with him. I personally don't. I don't agree. I disagree with some things, but not all of it. I loved watching Charlie Kirk do what he did respectfully. He never threatened anyone, despite watching all of them threaten him and call him stupid, call him an idiot, call him a fucking loser, whatever. He just said thank you and said next. And the next person would come up, spit a debateful conversation, and when they realized they lost, they would threaten him, call him names. He would just go, thank you. I think we need more debating, more peaceful debating, ones that don't require bullets. I'm not good at debating. I just review movies, TV shows, and smoke cigars in front of you, and I talk about them, and I spit my opinion about the movie. And I would like to believe that my judge of character is pretty on point. I do feel like I'm good at judging, but this has gone too far. Like, this is enough. Like, I've had enough of this ugliness in the world. I dream that one day we all look at each other the same. No skin color matching. You know, like, again, the same friend I was talking to, like I was talking about, like, he was telling me how he was in the Marines and he went to California, and in California in the 90s, early 2000s, everything like that, that all the gang stuff. Like, he said growing up, he's like, we lived on our street, and if you went on the other street, you weren't supposed to be on that street. And I thought that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Could you imagine? Like, always looking out your window, wondering if that gang is going to shoot up your house? Over what? Why? Why are you doing that? I imagine looking out your window. And picture a world like this. You look out your window and you see a guy in his car, and you're like, Oh, I love that guy. I love that guy. I love her. Oh, I love that woman. I love that person. And they see you looking at them through their car window and they say, I love that guy. Oh my God, I love her. I love that person. Wouldn't that be awesome? And it's not like, so, you know what I mean? Like immediately it's just violence. You don't even know the person you shot. You don't even know the people you're killing. You don't even know the other gang. You don't know the good that they can do. You don't know their potential. I don't even think you even know your own. I don't support gang violence either. I think gangs are stupid. I think it's ridiculous. What is the point of killing each other? Nothing. Nothing happens other than casualties and people who love the person who are dead suffer. That is a result of killing. You can hate someone, but everyone around them you hurt. And you don't even know them. Revenge is another thing. It's poison. I was always taught if you go out for revenge, dig two graves. Because you're going down with them, whether you want to believe it or not. This topic can go on forever. And you know what? Even everything I said could be debated. I can also see, like, I'm trying to spread love. I'm trying to do this. I can also see how somebody could be against it. I just don't want to. I don't want to be against love. I don't want to be against. I don't. I don't want to be. I don't want to be somebody pushing hate. I think that's what they want anyway. I feel like that's what a lot of these people want is just like us to get frustrated and be in pain. I'm not in pain. I am stronger than I think I've ever been because I'm admitting a lot of things that I never admitted to anybody, to the world. Not just a single person. Anybody watching this will now know what I stand for and what I believe is good. I think we all can be good. We all can. I want to be good. I picture a good world, man. I really do. Like, no matter where you're from, Russia, China, Iraq, Iran, imagine just being comfortable everywhere you go. Because we're all people. We're all people. Imagine the united world of the world. The world is united. We are a team. The biggest threat would be outer space aliens. They come to Earth and they think, oh shit, all these people are united. And whether you believe in aliens or not, whatever, that's a debatable thing too. But I would love a world where we're all one. Because we cannot be any more divided. And I hate that. I think that's reasonably a good thing to not like. But despite us being divided, you as an individual, I love you. So, you can join me in this or not, whether you want to or not, but I feel like this is what I want to do. This is what I believe. This is what I feel. I want to pour myself a glass of whiskey, Buffalo Trace, and I want to give a toast to what Charlie Kirk stood for. And I'm not even talking his political stuff. I stand for the good that he represented. And again, I did not agree with everything. I did not disagree with everything either. But I did see him as a good person. Just like I see my friends who are Republican or Democrat as good people. Because that's how I view you. That's how I always want to see you. I don't post anything political, but I can read. I see you on Facebook. I see you on Instagram. I know what you believe in. And I read that and I think she's allowed or he's allowed. But that's not what I'm going to define you as. I will not define you by your political belief. I will define you by the conversations we had, by the laughs that we shared, by the good times, the handshakes, the hugs, even the kisses, like whatever. I love you guys. And again, you do not have to join me in this toast, but this is to Charlie Kirk. This is to Charlie Kirk's organization. This is to his family. And this is to anyone who wants to love and be heard and be good to the world. I want to be good. I want you to be good. Think of the word good, it's good. Think of the word bad, it's bad. Nobody ever gets excited when they hear bad news. They always get excited when they hear good news. The definition of good is good. Be good. To the people who are good, to the people who are going to be good, please find your way. And I am rooting for you. I'm not one to shoot a whole glass of whiskey down. I like to sip it. I like to savor the moment. I love you guys. I don't even care if you subscribe to my channel today. I don't care if you like this video. I don't even care if you give it a thumbs down. I need the world to know that I am not a hateful person. I am not a Nazi. I am a good person. And I always will be. Thank you.